bicycle home. Lug Stitch's crew hold a common thread, a misfit bunch where memories tread. They're guardians, so strong and true, protecting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Way weavers weave a tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hello everyone! Today we are playing Lost in the Echo. It is a continuation of the Catori, Royce, Ento, and Patagon story, where we are dealing with anomalies. So real quick, we know that seasonal is in a weird fucking state, and especially Catori knows, because all of the nightmares that happened in Dyad, the political stress that's happening from East and Western Dyad, as well as the possibility of going to war with Consonant. As of yesterday's game, we have discovered that Sal is not just preparing to defend his city, he's preparing to attack Consonant, and he's sending spies. And just so everybody knows, Riddle and Rhyme weren't originally spies until I asked Kole who was Sal's spies. So if you guys are mad about Riddle and Rhyme being bad guys now, that's not my fault.
You can blame me. It's fine.
You can blame him. But you can't blame Royce. It's not his fault. And so, yeah, I think we're going to start off right with it. I'll introduce the players, but we already know who they are. It's the same four that have been in all of these games thus far. We have Kiera playing Catori. We have Kole playing Royce.
Hello, hello.
We have Corey playing Ento.
Hello, everybody.
And we got Sept playing Patagon.
Hello.
And we're going to start this game we are in the Silver Thimble. We are in Catori's apartment, or actually it's like a house, because Royce, you built this for Catori after we destroyed the library.
Yes, I did.
So this is Catori's big workspace. I'm sure the whole place. What's it like? Does it smell like just crafting stuff, or does it smell like cookies?
Oh, it smells like cookies. It smells
Absolutely.
like baked goods. Yes. Yep.
I did forget one big thing. Who's everybody voting for?
Oh, Catori?
Yeah, is Catori, when Catori rolls a 20, does that give a vote to Bobber, or does that give a vote to Krieg?
Krieg. Team Krieg.
All right, and Royce?
You need to ask?
I have to say it out loud. Like, what if you're expecting to roll a bunch of ones? You might vote for Bobbert then.
I'm voting for Krieg.
Just big sigh. Ento?
In all honesty, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, so we are running a mayoral election in the Silver Thimble. Bobbert the Flamingo and Krieg, the former accountant of the Lockstitch Academy and current mayoral candidate, they would both like your vote. Whichever one you choose, if you roll a 20, they get a vote. If you roll a 1, the other person gets a vote. Mika was saying stuff in the background. You guys didn't hear it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Krieg.
All right. And Patagon?
I am also on Team Krieg.
No bird loyalty.
Katori's handing out pins. Vote Krieg.
Nice. Okay. So every time like you roll a 20, Catori, it's just like throwing pins. Or like people are like, oh yeah, Krieg, and like put the pin on.
Yes.
Ento has special Vote Krieg lollipops.
Yes.
Do they look like Krieg, or are they just like the plastic just says vote Krieg?
No, they absolutely look like Krieg.
Nice.
But like not like perfect, like the SpongeBob and Spider-Man ice creams.
Oh shit. So when you roll a 1, it's just like the eyeballs in the wrong spot?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a nightmare scenario.
Or even worse, it looks like if you've got multiple flavors, when you roll a 1, it's where the machine has shifted to the next flavor, but it's like all swirled together, and it's the 2 grossest flavors you could think of.
Oh, what are the
Like-
grossest flavors of lollipop?
I mean, what if you mixed like, oh no, I don't even know, like a grape with a green apple? Is that even? I don't even know. I'd have to
Grape
think
apple?
about it. A grape, yeah, but in like a
Grapple?
bad way, guys. Like bad way. Just think of, like, oh no, I got a better one. Green apple with shrimp flavor.
That sounds amazing. Alright, write it down. How do I make a lollipop? How do I make a shrimp flavored lollipop?
I mean,
If you guys get that date card, I swear, I promise you, I'm gonna try to make a shrimp flavored lollipop. If I can, it will be in the shape of a flamingo. I'm gonna try that.
oh god.
So look forward to that. Ew. I'm gonna eat it though. I don't care.
You're welcome.
So we're all sitting around in Catori's like home office, and we know that you guys are like a squad for anomalies, and the mysticians have been recently diving into research of the dream crystals since the happenings in Dyad recently. And they've come up with multiple really cool things that could help you all with your, like, what you guys are up to. Couple things to note. They have realized that the dream crystals that created all of those anomalies in Dyad are set on a resonance. They are vibrating in a certain way that gives everybody pleasant dreams. And they do all give everybody pleasant dreams until somebody comes along and fucks it up. Like, we know that they can be turned into nightmares, but by default, they provide good dreams. And Seth and Ceylon researched it in such a way that they figured out that the resonance is very similar to Hymnal. Now, Hymnal is the glass city to the east, the far east, that, they're a little like hoity-toity, a little stuck on themselves, but that whole city is a resonance. Like, the whole thing. And it makes people just happy and content. Like, they like going to work because work feels good. And that's where we are starting with the researching anomalies on you all's end. Now, I know I asked you guys what kind of stuff would you be inventing, because look at you four. Like, you have a doctor that used to be / still is a pirate. You have a engineer who created the first like interdimensional craft that we saw, and also a person. And also has been to hell multiple times. We have a quarter cyborg penguin with a fucking chainsaw that has also been to hell, part of the communication squad. And we have Catori, a living anomaly. Like, this is not what she was. So you four are like perfectly placed to be like the people to research these anomalies, and not so much research, but like in action. And you guys have all the means to create the stuff that you would want. So what kind of stuff are you guys creating?
Do we just go? How do you?
Yeah, go for it. Like you can do it in role playing. You could just tell me out loud.
Let me check my notes.
Yeah, again, flips, moves my Patagon plushie to the side. Okay, so first I'm looking at a special needle, made entirely of silver. It's a beefy needle. It's thick. And it's carved with special magic symbols. This needle is enchanted. And it is not quite U-shaped, but it is bent to a curve to help grab the what's the word? The material around the anomaly and hook it through and give you the grip that you need to stitch it shut, so to speak.
Fully support this. Go ahead.
Okay.
My idea is creating a embroidery hoop of some sort of the same line of made entirely of silver with etchings around the edge to stabilize any sort of anomaly we come against.
Oh, and I forgot to mention this part. This is like keenly for Patagon. Like during the game on Friday, when they were trying to set the reality, Vatna in combination with Ceylon like set a specific resonance. Not Friday, like last Sunday. They set a specific resonance with a thread of reality that like locked that reality in place long enough to for Catori to destroy the truck. Like it was going to be a different outcome. Like it would, like we all saw something else happen, and then Vatna just like changed the reality by just like snapping the thread just right, and it went into like a waveform. Like so we saw like the audio of it, and we all know it was most certainly the theme song playing, or Whistle Stop. It was one of those two. So we know that sound can also affect the anomalies. Just in case that helps you like figure out something for yourself. But yeah, you guys can go ahead and if you have any other ideas. So far we've got an embroidery hoop, and like I'm still weirded out by the U-shaped needle. I'm not gonna lie to you guys about that. It's really weird to me.
It's like an upholstery needle.
It's like I don't want a pokey thing that aims back at me.
Well, I mean, a straight one could, if you turn your wrist while you're stitching, will be aimed back at you too. Sort of.
I know that we use a lot of like sewing stuff in this, but I will tell you right now, I am terrified of needles. Not like injections, whatever. Get shot all the time. Don't care. But sewing machines terrify me because I'm always scared that my hand's gonna go under there.
Oh, so I actually have absolutely unrelated. I have a different fear that's an absolutely irrational fear that when I'm sewing, the needle will snap and shoot right into my eye. It won't happen, but I'm afraid of it. So
I've never thought of that, but now
No.
I'm thinking of that,
Sorry.
and that's actually
Now I'm
terrifying.
thinking of that with a U-shaped hook. Like, good.
No, don't. No, because I use them in leatherworking all the time, and they're very solid, beefy things. You get the big one. It's beefy. It's thick, and this one's going to be thick with 3 C's, guys. 3 thick, and so because you got to carve it, and then of course it's got to be able to pull through that special quadruple thick silver thread that we need.
Yeah, all
yes.
easily done.
Yes. So it's got to be a thick needle. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Solid. Gross. How about you, Ento? Have you come up with anything? Sorry about that. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good. I was just giving you shit.
So Ento does not have any experience sewing or stitching clothing. But he does have experience sewing and stitching people. So I think Ento is currently working on adapting some of his like surgical equipment. Basically like kind of the same as like the needle, but like with like forceps and scalpels and stuff that are made of silver and have like the magical symbols and runes etched in them.
Oh, absolutely. Real quick for Catori and Royce, do all of these things, like, around the edges look like Catori and Royce's cabers? Like, are they that kind of, like, runic stuff going on? Like, do they tell a story of how they're supposed to do their job? Or, like, instructions?
Yeah, that would be really neat. Yeah, like this tool performs this way. And carving that into the tool is the magic that it requires to do the action it needs to do. It's like you're animating it with its purpose, its intent.
Oh, yeah. We've
engrave
talked
the
about
magic.
It's all about intent. Oh, go ahead.
Yep. I was just saying, we're engraving the tools with their purpose.
Oh, for sure. And Patagon, have you come up with anything, or?
I think I've started something. So, similar with the theme of we're trying to sew this up here. So this is it's not going to be the direct sewing part, but it's going to help guide us to the correct, like what you were saying earlier with the frequencies and everything. So essentially it can take samples of the current resonant frequencies and try to I'm trying to say it's like a hot and cold kind of situation, so it will be like Geiger counter kind of situation when you're getting closer to being on target versus not.
I was kind of thinking of something similar, but in the form of like a spectrum analyzer, like a wavelength spectrum analyzer.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys could even use pieces of the nightmare like box that was in Dyad, like, because they had a tuning fork on it, so you guys could like have like backwards researched that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was trying to go for. It's like use those pieces to work backwards to something that will help us, guide, like almost like a laparoscopic surgery kind of situation where you almost remote work. You're trying to help guide all the needles and everything to the right spots using the power of sound.
Yeah, absolutely. But why did we make it look like a penguin plushie?
Well,
As I said so.
It doesn't have to be the penguin plushie. I just think it's funny that
It is now. It's too late.
No going back.
adorable, and Patagon makes for a good,
Yep.
portrait.
I did my best to make it Patagon-esque.
I was thinking,
Okay.
is there any practical application of somehow arranging pegs around an anomaly?
I'm sorry, arranging what was that?
like silver pigs.
Like stabilize it or stop it from affecting.
I'm thinking, like, what if it's a really, really big anomaly?
Oh.
And we can put these pegs around it somehow. I'm not sure how it would work. And then you can stitch the silver thread around the pegs to block the anomaly, like maybe by time.
I like it. Like a magical caution tape, but also force field, sort of.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, I definitely think that that would be a thing for you guys to like bring up with Vatna. Like I think Vatna's weird, like magic, and we know a couple people that are really good at like gateway type spells, and I think Vatna and even Kay could probably help you, but more Vatna than Kay in this specific situation. I feel like.
Yeah, Vatna is weird magic. Yep.
Yes.
Vatna is in fact weird magic.
No lie detected.
Yeah, so Patagon, you turn on your resonance detector. What do we want to call it? Do we have a name for it, or we just
I like spectrum analyzer, but I'm trying to think of something less than that. So
absolutely, like, yeah. Alright, so it turns on. Could you give me a 20-sider roll for the first time that it like comes on actively?
let's go.
15
Woo.
is a success. So we're gonna notice a couple of things. First off, there are the low-level ones all around you, the same ones that Catori noticed before. And you can deduce that they are from, like, you are on this wavelength, you are picking up the dream crystals all around the city, the tiny little like tchotchkes carved as like different animals and cute little things that Bobbert and Elizabeth have been selling, that have been giving everybody good dreams. Like, you can detect a hint of anomalies from all of those. Like, they're not open, but you can feel the fact that the number of them in one location are starting to fray at like reality, like almost like you can see the threads. Like, that is what the detector is telling you. But with a success, it also spikes, like somewhere to the west of the city. You guys are like really picking up a large amount of.
Oh dear.
There's an anomaly active right now. And if you guys like open up like the map situation, I'll move you guys back to the map so you can see where it is. It is happening in Delve, this wonderful little Oni town with all the craftsmen in it. No, not down there.
Place.
Delve is one of my favorite places, and I've been very excited to go back.
It's where Tarkus is from.
Yep, that
right?
is where Tarkus originally is from.
Well, we have a live one and a good strong lead, so no time like the present to see what we can find.
You strap on all you guys is like silver, like sewing equipment. How
Catori
big
puts the plushy Patagon right under her arm, like she's ready to carry it, and she's got her a protein shake in her other hand.
Great, now I have to like move this Patagon plushie to all of the maps.
Oh no!
I'd like to point out Royce is in fact wearing his kilt.
Yes.
Perfect. Very cool. This is just me like copy and pasting this fucking little thing everywhere.
I gotta say,
Ento.
Ellen, I love your hat. It's a beautiful hat.
Oh fuck! I like being able to put hats on the Harbinger is like so cool. It's so funny to me. We're gonna make more of them. It's just like so funny.
I love it.
Ento would also like a protein shake.
Oh,
Okay.
shit. Serge comes walking in his security security outfit, because Serge was the security for the town hall, by the way, Catori, in case you missed it.
Nope, that's fine. I mean, honestly, she's started to accept him as a good research assistant, and that he's done his that he can go on. He can do what makes him happy, as long as he still like makes her roast chicken from time to time.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So he hands everybody a protein shake, and he's just like, okay, and here he packs you all like a little like bento box that is just like, it looks like a bento box, but instead of like rice and stuff, it is just like a square of mashed potatoes and gravy in its separate location.
Okay.
You can't like have it soak in there. You got to do it at your own.
Yeah.
It's got your nice chicken. Like, there's just a chicken in each one of them.
Like a
whole
full
ass.
ass chicken.
Yeah, there's a full ass chicken, spatchcocked.
Nice.
Interesting. Yes. Okay.
Serge has a couple of talents.
Yes.
Right. So, how big is this needle, Catori? Is it just the standard size of a needle, or is it like bigger?
I feel like it comes in multiple sizes, if that's okay, like they normally do, like in real life.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
How big is the biggest that you have made right now?
I would say that it fits pretty well, because we're engraving it. It's probably going to be the size of a person's hand.
Are you sure you don't want like a caber-sized one? I can do that.
Wait, hold on, I'm backpedaling now. Yes, obviously.
Just attach one to the tip of the caber.
Yeah.
Ooh.
For the really big anomalies.
Yes. Yep. I love it.
That weapon became gruesome. So yeah, let's. And Ento, you've got your. Have we sewn it into your coat, like your lab coat, your surgical equipment?
Yeah, like pockets everywhere.
Oh, Catori, could you? You know what? No, Catori, don't
No.
bother rolling, because I don't want this to be a roll.
Okay.
So Catori, you're stitching pockets into Ento's lab coat.
Yeah, that's easy peasy.
Like, as you're doing it and just like getting ready for it, you feel like, Royce, are you doing this in the same room? Like, you're getting ready for this adventure right now, so like you're all just hanging out talking about this as Catori's sewing this?
I don't see why we wouldn't be, unless
Okay.
Catori's like nervous about performing in front of a group. But
Oh yeah, Catori, are you nervous?
No.
yeah, I
You can
figured.
picture Patagon naked if you want to.
Okay, that makes it easier. Okay.
I picture him naked all the time.
I mean, obviously,
He's a
I made him
penguin.
naked, the little stuffy. So, I based it
That's
on
fair.
Patagon's
You didn't even put
portrait
pants on
from
it.
when he was in high school. No, it's based on his portrait from high school. I got it from your mom. I don't know, like what?
Fucking, is Patagon's mom here?
I just-
Apparently, somehow, we'll have to figure out how that works.
I sent her a message on the Silver Thimble social media.
Oh my god. It's just threads.
No,
It's literally just threads, though, right? It's
Oh.
literally threads.
Threads, but better.
Silver threads, so it's legally
Silver
distinct.
threads. It's legally distinct threads.
Oh no. No, yeah, it's fine. I can sew in front of people. That doesn't bother me.
So as she's sewing those threads in Royce, like, you see her blue eye start to glow, and like you see it like gathering the wisps of this like frayed reality that I've been talking about, like, and your eyes start to glow too, and your tattoos begin to glow as well as she is sewing in. Catori, you are gonna go down by 2 AP. Like you're gonna lose 2. You're gonna spend 2
Okay.
AP to do this. But Ento, when you get back this your lab coat, it feels like snug. Like I'm like your mom made the original one because she sewed in all of your allergies into it. But you feel like this is armor now.
Ooh.
Like
Ooh.
your lab coat is so much more than it was. Now, for whenever you are wearing this lab coat, when you take damage, instead of taking damage, you could tell me what items you lose instead of taking damage. No matter what the source of
Interesting.
damage is. Like, and like you have 100 pockets. And you could reach in and at any time tell me what you're pulling out of these. As long as you're wearing this lab coat, you don't have to take damage, and you have anything mundane that you need at your own beck and call. If you want to put magical items in the pockets, that'll work, but just know that you are putting those at risk for when things break.
Fair.
So when you say lose, you don't mean he just drops them on the ground. You mean they're gone forever, broken.
Yeah, they break.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a lot of pockets for spaghetti.
Yeah, so many and lollipops. So Catori hands this over to Ento, and she's like, "Now remember, you want to hand wash this lukewarm water, hang dry. Don't put it in the dryer, okay? Don't do that. That's bad."
Okay, yeah, I don't want this to like shrink or anything.
Yeah, no, yeah. So, and I want to add like another layer of this, just building from the last game. Catori probably encouraged her friends to get ready in her workshop to like bring everything with them because she wants to spend as little time alone as possible these days. So she definitely wants to be surrounded by her peoples as of late, to stop her from spiraling. So thumbs up.
Absolutely. Catori, on your sheet, if you don't mind doing a little like thing, add yourself an ability.
Okay.
And the class it's called is Stitchcraft. And the ability is Needful Quilt. And we'll discuss that later.
Is there an AP cost?
It's going to be 2 AP. But, like, it's a lot like the spy ability, Needful Hilt, but we're working on a thing. Alright.
Okay, done.
Is everybody ready to go?
I was born ready, and then I went to hell, and then I came back, and then I got even more ready.
And then I went back.
And I still keep going back.
He's hella ready.
I want to go back again. I have reservations at 4.
You see, after this is all done, Royce is going to pen a book called There and Back Again. And again. And again.
And Catori will make she'll make the tapestry for those people who cannot read good and want to learn good too.
You just like keep bringing picture books to Tootie. She's like, I can read. Then why did you say you couldn't? So we are going to Delve. Not the ability Delve, but the actual city Delve. And like it is, it's just this again, this beautiful. How did you guys get there? Did you guys take the sub? You guys have little boats that you guys could take out yourself if you don't want to like worry the whole crew. So if
You should probably do that.
No.
Don't want to put anyone at risk at the moment. We're not 100% certain what this is going to be.
I don't want to hurt the sub.
Also very fair.
Again.
Alright, so you guys arrive at Delve, and it is still just a beautiful town. White houses with red roofs. It's just like there's Oni all over the place. Again, the Oni are any shade of color, but primarily they are going to be light. They're going to be either like white skinned, like pure white, not just like I'm white. Or in blue. They have tattoos all over them that are just like. If they are blue skinned, they generally have white tattoos. If they are white skinned, they tend to have blue tattoos. They are all amazing crafters, and like once you get into the town, they are just full of activity. But you guys' the spectrum analyzer is going weird, and Royce and Catori, you two are both seeing. How do I explain? Things look wrong to both of you. You can see like a statue, but when you are looking at it, it almost looks like there's an inlaid double image over it, and like at the same time there's a statue. It also kind of looks like it might be like a very well-made chair.
Ugh.
Well, that's
I'm drunk.
Yeah, that's
There's
no mistake in that.
Protein shakes.
No, there's nothing coming. I need to put. Get out of here.
What are in the protein? It's mostly just shrimp.
Daily dose.
I don't know where
anymore.
we've decided that everybody just drinks shrimp in this world, but that is.
Well, it
Captain's
is what it is now.
orders.
So like yeah, Patagon, do you want to give me another 20 side? If you guys are interested in like narrowing it down, or you guys could just go ask around town. I'm good with either one of these.
Can we
think
do both if we want?
For sure. Which one would you
Only
like to
if
do
Patagon
first?
wants. I'll leave it up to Patagon.
I think we can talk a bit, see if we can get a general feel for anything, and then have a better place to start from. And then we can send some pings out and see what frequencies we get back.
Perfect. Let's do that
Absolutely.
idea.
Okay, so you guys know that in town you can hear the blacksmith. There's also a stoneworker who builds statues that we met last time. There is a weaver in town. There is a potter. There is a musician that you guys made the crew made friends with, and there is a very well-known painter. Those are the main people. And they all have like open door policies while they are in their shop.
So who wants to talk to the smithy?
Oh, we gotta go straight to the blacksmith? Alright, here we go.
Yeah.
I made a note somewhere. Where did my note go? A second ago, I knew his name. Now I do. Oh, Gorham. The blacksmith is named Gorham. And he's just like, sees you all enter, and like, he looks Royce up and down. He's like, aren't you looking fantastic today? And he like comes up and he does the like forearm handshake with Royce, like full on, just like super excited to see
Hell yeah.
like a fellow metal worker. And he's just like, perhaps you could help me with something here, Royce. And you see, and like I'm not spoiling anything because I'm not gonna like fully describe it or anything, but you see what we know is Tarkus's new body. And he's just like, but there's something wrong. And he's like, I can't quite put my finger on it. Like, it started a couple days ago. my hammer doesn't strike true.
I'm gonna go take a look at the body and see if there's anything odd, kind of like with the statue.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll. We got a 4. And I don't think a 4 means that Royce doesn't see it. I think it just means there's a little extra. So you see, like, your eyes are telling you that this is a very well-made body. Like, it is a vessel for something. But, like, you can tell almost immediately what's going wrong. There's something else in there already.
Well, it seems to me that something is taken up residence already within this body.
And he just like raises his hand, like he looks at it, just like, I don't have the power.
Oh no, I
didn't
don't
mean
think it was you.
And he takes a step back away from the armor he's working on.
See, from what I've learned over the recent traverses here, spirits are crafty little buggers, and they like to get into all kinds of nooks and crannies.
He's like, you've met we've put a spirit into a body, but what spirit? And he takes a step back and he like pokes at the armor.
I would like to try and maybe channel some of my magical energies at this armor.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to find a token that I think would work for what we're looking at.
Are you trying to talk with it or get rid of it?
I'm trying to provoke it to either pop out, speak to us, or I don't know, hit me.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Listen, hitting is sometimes how you express feelings.
Yes. Catori believes
Alright.
that wholeheartedly.
That's what Pim always told me too.
Mm-hmm.
Pim didn't shoot a party member yesterday. That was Flynn. Flynn shot a party member yesterday.
Pim shot
Right in the shoulder.
someone else a while ago, though.
Oh, Pim shot everybody in the party a while ago.
Yeah.
That's a lot of friendly fire.
Pim shoots me all the time.
That's
how
a
many
family
incident
thing.
reports do we have on this? Because maybe that's bad.
No, it's part of a thing we do. It's a Tinger thing.
It's a kink. Oh, okay. I won't shame it. It's fine.
No.
Fucking gross, bruh. So yeah, Royce, as you are channeling your magic at it, you don't need to make a roll for this. Like, you do see it like start to stand up, and this is Tarkus's new body, not fully formed, but like something's already in there. Patagon, you feel like deep in it, there's a low hum happening. Can you give me a 20-sider?
I can't.
Absolutely. All right. So there is a spirit of an emotion in there. What emotion is in there? I was thinking because it was a 4, it's a -1.
Yeah. Thinking like first one that came to mind was just jealousy, just because.
Oh, jealousy. Oh, I like. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, just because smithy, isn't necessarily working on this body all the time. So it's really wanting all the attention, and because it is a high quality piece of work, you should be focusing 100% of your time.
Oh, like, jealousy of all of the other unfinished products
Mhm.
around the room. Okay.
Ooh.
Inanimate objects can be jealous. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
Oh, the spirits of inanimate objects can be jealous. So yeah, it stands up and like you see it, like it is feeding on the little bit of magic that Royce gave it, and it takes a step he takes a step closer to Gorham, and like it's not saying anything, but it is like trying to vocalize, but it's like as close to a non-sentient thing as possible. Like, but so it's just like screaming in this metallic rage.
Oh, that's not unsettling at all.
That is, yeah, I don't think that's a cheerful sound.
And Gorham like is like taking a step back. He's like, what do we do here? I really would rather not break that.
So I can banish it, but only for like a little bit. It'll come back. So you in the meantime, you're gonna need to find a way to stop that from happening.
I mean, the first thing that springs to mind is maybe making something else for it to host that it would want to be inside of.
I suggest it not be any sort of metal animal shaped something, because it'll probably chase and bite people.
What if I make it like cute?
I mean, maybe. Just don't give it sharp teeth. That might be bad.
Or claws.
Oh, no claws.
Or horns.
Oh.
I think
Okay.
the and I don't want to like, I think what makes sense to me, and like if you guys want it to be different, go ahead and let me know. What makes sense to me is like a fine basic item, because it doesn't seem like it's like alive and sentient, it's just like a very well crafted, like probably something laying around, because we said it was the jealousy of items that are unfinished. So what are some unfinished items around this blacksmith shop that
we could finish?
Basically, yeah, like
What if we make it something that is used often, so that it's always getting attention?
That was my thought of perhaps if I could take some material here, I could craft a hammer for this thing.
Yeah, for sure. Give me a 20-sider. Let's see what kind of hammer you see that's unfinished. All right, so a tough choice. All right, you can, Patagon, you feel in this room there is an item that is resonating perfectly with this thing, but it is going to be incredibly difficult to make it the perfect item. Like, it is some kind of hammer, but it's like ornate. But you also see a more basic hammer that would be easier to finish. Like, can you describe these two items for Royce? Like, these two items are the way he has to choose between.
All right. So what we have here is the very the nice ornate one was a artifact of a previous realm, possibly, a different lineage of blacksmiths before them. So it's a rare artifact, really, really, powerful. That's why it's resonating so well with this with the armor. And then your standard hammer is probably closer to something you'd use to just make horseshoes and other things. I mean, it would be used, a lot by the craftsmen and tradesmen that would need it, but it's not going to have that prestige.
Well, I'm not gonna go the easy way and simple hammer this. I think it deserves at least a little bit of, as I say, a labor of love. And,
All right, so we're going with the harder, the more difficult one.
yes, we are.
Right. So, while Royce is gathering that up, Ento and Catori, the spirit possessing this body is still making its way towards Gorham. Like, it's just it is just like figuring out how that body works.
I feel like its movements are kind of like body horror-ish, because it's not an actual like flesh and bone connected thing.
Yeah,
Very
we know that this
clunky.
is the spirit of a hammer in a body.
Yeah. It don't know how be. It try best.
It wants to do one thing, and that's just like,
Smash.
well, smash.
I feel like I resonate with that. And I'm like, hey, buddy,
Oh shit!
what you want to smash?
Like, yeah, at the mention of resonance, like I think Catori's eye glows a little bit, and like Wispy like floats away from it, and then it turns, and it's just like when you ask what you want to smash, it's just like you see it just stomp its foot, and it's like kind of windmilling its arms, like. And Gorham like takes a step back. He's like, okay, all right, and like he's just like, all of that, like that's fine. And he like points to a bunch of like barrels and other things, like around the room.
Okay, so I might try to talk it down. Like, listen, I understand. I connect with the desire to smash things. But I have learned also that smashing things means I have to clean up that mess. And you don't want to clean up that mess. That's going to be a big mess. I feel like, maybe just stomping your feet a lot might help to sort of channel, and I'll start stomping my feet so that it sees me stomping my feet. Maybe like impress upon it that, less destruction is better.
Okay, so it's gonna stop, like it's just gonna start jumping up and down, slamming its feet. Catori,
Okay.
You have a tough choice.
Oh fuck. All right.
Like it's tough choice. Like you can either like keep it contained, but you're gonna have to like help guide it, and you're gonna take a little bit of damage, like trying to do it. Like it's gonna catch you, not because it's attacking you, but because like you're trying
hammer.
to like it's a hammer.
Yeah.
Or it's gonna be breaking things, and it's gonna make it more difficult for Royce to finish the actual hammer that he's working on.
Nah, you know me. I'll take the damage. I'm good at
All
it.
right. Like Tarkus, your body hits a person for the first time. It's Catori.
Oh dear.
Well, we'll become friends later. You can buy me a beer later. It's fine.
Right? So like Catori, I think it like comes down like right on the bridge of your nose with one of its
No.
hands as it's windmilling.
No, my nose is so cute.
Oh, your nose is cute. Like, but you're gonna have that like band-aid across the bridge of it for a minute.
Okay, fine.
And
And
pulls out
I'm
the
sure
band-aid.
Ento's got some. Yeah, I'm sure Ento's got some good band-aids.
Pulls out a bunch of different boxes with various cutesy things on them. Like,
You
I
have
got
one that's hot
options.
pink. I want
Yeah,
hot pink. Well, thank
right
you.
here. Right
Okay,
here.
thank you. So she's trying to kind of get it to calm down with the arms business. Like, hey, you can just jump. You don't have to. Let's no arms. And like she's sort of trying to like catch its arms and sort of like put her hands up and be like, calm down. Like, calm down, dude. Too much.
I fully support it.
Okay.
Patagon and Royce, can you both roll me a 20-sider? One is to make sure we're getting the resonance perfect to get this thing into the hammer, and the other one is just to make the hammer. I'm taking the highest.
Okay.
I'm ready to roll a 1.
Don't worry. Well, yeah, I mean, if you roll a 1, that's... 16 and 17, absolutely. So yeah, you bring the hammer down on the hammer, I guess. And what tools does Royce use to craft with?
Well, I have a hammer, or my big ass wrench, or...
Oh, you do have a big ass wrench. That's...
If we really want to be different, my fists.
Oh, we're punching it.
Yeah, I mean that also works.
You can make
It's the vibe
resonance
of
with
the day.
punches.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right, Royce. The hammer is finished. It is ornate. What does it look like, and what does it do?
What does it do? Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
as
you
far
just
as
crafted
looks,
a magical hammer.
It probably, like, if you look at it, you think, man, that almost looks like a piece of Leto, but at the same point in time, it's legally distinct.
Legally distinct Leto.
Yeah. So it's probably, it's hammer shaped, but with like garnishes almost, I want to say.
Okay.
It's
what
a
are
hammer
its
you look
magical
at.
properties?
Well,
Oh, go
it's a
ahead.
hammer you look at and you go, damn, that's a sexy hammer.
I don't want to say that, but okay. I would rather not say, damn, that's a sexy hammer, but...
As for magical properties, I'd say it's probably... Because metal's got all these crystalline structures in it. I'd say this hammer is particularly good at lining those up in the proper way to strengthen items.
Okay, so whatever's made with this hammer is inherently magical.
Yeah, it makes it magical and, like, durable.
Alright. Gorham takes the hammer and he's like looking at it and he's just like, this is gonna make this body so much more powerful. And like, he starts, like, once he lays the armor back down, the armor that is going to be Tarkus's new body, you see him like strike down at it and you can see it pull the AP out of the world, like out of the air, and just start hammering spirits directly into it. Like, as he's working on it right now, it's just getting better and better with every hammer stroke. And he's just like, amazing. It's like, well, he sets his hammer down. He's like, as much as I'd love to get back to work, what brings you all here today?
Patagon, you want to explain?
Yeah. All right. Well, so we have a new device here that tracks some resonance type frequencies. But long story short, it led us here with a large enough spike that we were concerned. So we're doing a little bit of a survey of the neighborhood to see if anyone's seen or heard or felt anything out of the ordinary. And if so, a general location that might have occurred at.
Yeah, now that like this whole problem with my previous hammer and like things not coming together started a couple days ago, and it happened when those two people came into town. Like they're from here. Have you heard of King and Earl?
Believe
They spent a long time over in like the folk song side of things.
yes, the adventuring pair, if I'm remembering correctly.
They are the Undertakers.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They heard that there was some kind of wrestling event going on, and they wanted to get in on it.
I don't remember which
Wrestle?
one I made friends with. Was it Earl?
I think Catori made friends with Earl.
Okay.
Earl's the only name that sounds familiar to me.
The other one's name is King.
Because he was the
Yeah.
grumpy one.
He's not Earl.
King was
though.
the grumpy one.
Yeah, no, I didn't make friends with the grumpy. Tried to.
It's like they kept saying that like as soon as like they got into town, one of them kept yelling about tincture and something about otters, and like he couldn't find them, so like I believe they're staying at the inn.
Well, that is a great lead, if I do say so myself. So thank you very much for your time, and I hope your new hammer brings you all of the joy in the world.
It's like, I'm sure it will. I can't wait to unveil this to Tarkus. And then like you just see him like raise the hammer and bring it down, and like it is just a beautiful. It's becoming a work of art.
Remember, treat that hammer right.
He's just like, I don't think I have much of a choice. I really, and like you see it, like the hammer bows to Royce. Like it's in his hand, but that it's not that the hammer bends, but Royce, you feel the respect coming off the hammer.
I nod my head. I'm just like, now go, my child. Create works of art.
Oh, it definitely is. All right. I really want to get Akana in on like some metal crafting at some point. So like this guy becoming a bigger deal is like very exciting for me.
Good.
So we're just gonna have another craft off at some point, guys. I'm looking forward to it. So where are we going? Are we just like heading towards the inn? Are we looking for Earl and King? Do we want to go talk to more people? I'm good for everything.
Well, I'll leave that up to the group. We have a couple good leads, so I'm same way. We could...
Oh, I'm sorry. We got the band-aid across Catori's like brow, but are you healing her, Ento, or are we just band-aid?
Yeah, no, I'm gonna heal her. We can't mess with that cute nose.
Yeah, it's just a cute nose. You don't want it to set wrong.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'd be so grumpy.
Fortunately, it was just a bruise.
Oh.
But better safe than sorry. So Ento heals it up for her.
He leaves the
He
band-aid
heals
on
it.
it though, because it's
Yes.
hot pink, so. Gotta
And it's
keep it for-
adorable.
Now
He
the
has a
fashion
cake-shaped
thing.
lolly.
Here's your shrimp lolly.
Oh no, thank you. I love it.
And Bobbitt's is the shrimp lolly.
Oh. Krieg's
Why does
What
Krieg's
does
taste
Krieg's
like
like?
pennies?
No.
Well, they asked her what is your favorite taste, and apparently that's
I
what he's.
guess.
I don't know.
So yeah, where we going, guys? Wet change in falafel is the worst sentence.
Oh. Catori's like, oh, I know Earl. Like, she knows him, like, they're best friends. Like, she's totally positive about this. Like,
Well, that sounds like a great place to start, and we can maybe make some, inquiries about the otters too, because I'm worried.
Yeah, so you guys head out to the inn, and like on the way there, you do run into Earl and King. This one's Earl over here, this one's King. And like as they're walking, you hear one of them being like, "You don't understand. This isn't where I'm not from here. Why do you keep calling me King?" And like Earl just like sighs. He's just like, "You're my brother, King. This is where we're from. We moved to Belltown. Now we're back to be a tag team wrestling duo." And he like looks up. He's like, "Oh, hi, Catori."
yeah.
And he's just like, "Wait, just any of you like doctors? I think there's something wrong with my brother. I'm not your brother."
Let me take a look at him.
Is my Patagon plushie doing something?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. If you have it like set to detect anomalies, these two are anomalies. They are not dream crystal anomalies. These two are fucking hardcore, like, anomalous people.
Oh. So now Catori is safe to operate this because she's not an anomaly anymore, right?
Right. You have locked yourself in. Like, you fit in with this world.
Okay. All right. I wanted to make sure she wasn't, harming the testing area. Okay. So she's sort of looking at, so Ento's helping them. She's looking at Patagon and Royce, and she's holding the Patagon plushie, and she's just like, whoa. Dude.
You okay?
Crazy.
I think, like, if the crew talks to each other, and I expect they do, because Soki is one of the people with this knowledge, and based on what you've just learned, that people can be anomalous, and with the inclusion of the knowledge that Soki and Kay have, you put two and two together and realize that Sal is also an anomaly. Like, that's what was happening during that dinner that Catori was at. Like, Sal is a breaking anomaly.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh wow.
And in the case of Sal, it definitely seems to feed off of his emotional state, so that's something we'll have to keep in mind.
All right, Ento, what's your how we like checking this guy out, specifically King?
So I'm gonna use diagnose to see if I can figure it out that way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Give me a 20-sided.
Yeah.
We're gonna diagnose anomalies now. All right. Just like Royce, I don't think that this means that Ento. He rolled a 4. I do not think that this means you don't figure out what's wrong. I think something else happens, and he's just like, "Wait a minute, Patagon, Royce, and you're one of the Warpletingers. Don't you recognize me? I'm the ferryman. I'm significantly bigger and smaller than I normally would be." And If you guys don't remember who the ferryman is, he is a 20-foot or 8-inch tall Oni that used to hang out with the otters in the liminal plane. He did help you fight T at the end, but he wasn't in the bubble when it closed.
Oh, so I probably wouldn't know of him though.
Yeah, you'd know of him for sure. Catori would know of him, he just doesn't recognize Catori in this form. He's just like looking at his hands, he's just like, where are we?
That's kind of a long story, but this conversation means that there's a lot more that we don't even know.
What's the last thing you remember before waking up to I gesture to him?
Oh shit, okay, alright. What do you what do you all think what do you think the destruction of the world looked like as everything was combining into one thing? Like, this guy was close to the bubble because he was on a boat nearby, but he wasn't close enough to not get changed, very much like the secret recipe.
Honestly,
have any of you, yeah, go ahead. It's like, have we pictured that at all, like what that apocalyptic event looked like?
This is gonna be like me being a nerd, but have you seen the animated Flashpoint?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I've seen Flashpoint.
Yeah, so like the wall of just like destructive force. That's kind of what I picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like that. Like, so the last thing he remembers is just a wall of like words in every language being like, because like word trees like approaching him, and then like himself getting split in half. I feel like he was like halfway pulled into it, and then he snapped into being just two creatures existing in Belltown. That is like the last thing. Like, he doesn't remember Belltown, but Earl does. Earl's just like, and he explains that while he's just like, "What are you talking about? Like, we're born here. We went to Belltown." And Earl has completely different memories. Earl does not know that this happened.
Huh.
Hey, Patagon, what negative emotion are you resonating with right now?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of another good one. Let's see. That. Let's do disgust today.
Yeah, okay. Catori, what disgusts you?
Can you ask that question differently?
Okay. Catori, if there was like a creature that like came out of this water and it was just the most disgusting thing to you.
Okay. So Catori is super disgusted by beetles. They creep her out so bad.
Fucking rough.
Yeah, that's
Is it the 6 limbs?
it is, and how they're all like segmented, and the pincers, yeah.
Yeah,
That-
okay.
The shine that they have. It's you
Yeah.
don't know whether they're like wet or something.
So that's why, like in the OG games, when we went to the beetle town, I can't remember what it was called, and you were picking on her for being racist. It's because beetles creep her out.
But look how cute this token for this beetle is.
No, look at the pincer. Look at the mouth. Like, why?
Look at the
How do you
leg.
eat snacks with that mouth? How?
Well, the truth comes out. It's because they can't enjoy your snacks. That's why you hate them.
Yeah. God, they eat like sludgy. No, you.
While all this conversation is going on, what is Catori doing?
She's just chilling with her Patagon plushie, standing next to Royce. And I guess there's a beetle behind her or something.
Catori, your legs start to itch. Like you feel like something
No.
crawling up your leg.
Oh, why are you doing this to me? Why am I?
Oh no!
No. Okay, well now she's jumping up and down trying to get him off. She's like, she did not drop the Patagon plushie though, because that's very important. So she's clutching that to her chest, and she's like using her other free hand to like get him off.
What's going on, Catori? You're like dancing all over the place.
There's bugs on me. There's bugs everywhere. They're bugs. They're beetles. I hate them. They're bugs everywhere. Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys can see them too. Like the second she says they're there, they are there.
Oh, wow, that is. I'm at a lost for words.
I don't know.
What are we
how
gonna
to-
do about-
The ferryman's just like, what is going on here? It's like, and he's just like, where's my oar? As we know that the ferryman used to use a giant oar as his weapon, but he doesn't have it now because he's king, not the ferryman. King does have a coffin strapped to his back, for the record.
A whole ass coffin?
Whole ass coffin.
All right, man. Compensating for something? I say as I bring around a caber.
He's just like,
Hold
"Oh,
still,
man."
Catori. I'll get them.
With a caber?
About how big are they?
I'm gonna say like standard, like have you guys seen The Mummy?
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, Brandon
Oh,
Fraser
yeah.
Mummy?
The scarabs.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
scarabs
yeah.
come out of everywhere. Okay, yeah.
Oh, God. She's freaking out. Her eyes are closed. She's just like, get him off, 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 get him off.
Are we able to just pick them off?
You can grab at them, but they are gonna bite you.
Oh, well, that's fine.
Are they biting her?
Oh, they're trying.
Ugh. Gross.
They can bite me all they want. I don't care.
Yeah, go for it. If you don't want to make a roll, like you can just like grabbing them, and like for each one you take a damage and just throwing them to the side.
Oh, yeah, sure.
How many are there, though?
I'm gonna say there's like there's like 6.
So he takes
fine.
6 damage if he takes them all off by himself.
Right.
Well, she's smacking at him though. Like, can she knock off a couple herself?
Yeah. How much damage do each one of you want to take? You guys want to split it 3 and 3? Is that the goal?
I'll take 6.
And
Oh,
Ento will
God.
take Ento will take some damage too.
Yeah, I think we could.
Yeah. Okay, so
Full party just brushing off Katori's legs.
I mean,
I don't know.
It's just like
Let's do it.
It's like there's no more beetles there, Royce. We're good.
oh, right.
Oh
The
god,
muscle
is
definition.
Ento allergic to beetles?
No.
Oh god.
We'll get 20 center.
Oh no. Okay.
No.
He's not!
Ah.
No, he's not.
Ugh.
Now is her
Woo.
stomping? Is she crushing them too? Cause like she's got them big old faces.
Yeah, I mean, you guys want to stomp like so? Is it 2 for Royce, 2 for Catori, 1 for Ento, 1 for Patagon, damage wise?
That's what I had in my head, but
Okay.
So you guys-
Okay.
Royce is like, I want to die.
Royce, you're still
And I
my
turn
hero.
weird.
You're still because I turn weird.
Royce's end game is always to hit 0 HP. I'm convinced of this.
Maybe
How
I
else
just
does he
get like a
back to
rush.
hell?
I get a rush from going to 0. Oh god, am I just like a junkie? Like anytime I get in yes, hit me to 0, come on.
Masochist.
Then I turn into Wraith form, like, oh yes.
I fucking love it. It's like, I really wish you wouldn't keep saying that when I hit you.
Harder.
You wonder why Royce has
Harder.
that championship belt. It's because every time he gets punched, he's like, oh. Ew, man. Fucking
It goes
gross.
well with the kilt now.
So, like, what were these bugs? Like, they came out of nowhere, right? And she's stomping them because, of course, kill first, ask question second.
Oh yeah, you just fucking hooves down. Catori has hooves, like full on, like yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
What
know.
were they?
This starts a 5-minute segment of Alan moaning.
God. Again.
I'm not ready for it right now. But yeah, you stomp them all, and like every time you step down on one, they are more and more disgusting. Like
Well,
you
yeah.
see, like their ichor and their goo spreading out of them, and it's so gross,
Oh.
and it smells vile. Like that,
What?
like it smells like pus and like rotting
Why?
meat.
Why?
Because this is the spirit of disgust.
Blech.
Man, that was
I'm
on
just
you,
gonna-
Catori.
Blech. I'm just gonna throw up in the water over here. Blech. Like, go.
Oh,
Okay,
absolutely! Like,
bye. Blech.
and this is like what's even more disgusting. As that vomit hits the like water, it becomes like it pulls itself into the pile of pus.
Oh God, Alan.
It's not my fault. I didn't say spirit of disgust.
Oh man, what is
I'm
happening?
gonna use relieve on Catori to try to help with this discomfort.
Got a ginger flavored lollipop in there, cause. Blech.
Yeah. Here you go.
Thank you. She immediately pops that one right in her mouth. The shrimp one is in her pocket for later, cause, huh?
You guys see, Earl is just like, and like he like pulls out a big ass shovel, like with like a serrated blade on the side. He's just like, what is happening? Why is this side of the world so weird?
I don't know,
don't-
Earl, but I distinctly noticed that you didn't try to help me. The hack.
I don't want to.
We're trying to figure it out,
Beetle
everybody.
Beetle skeeve me out. Like,
Okay, fair.
I can't go near them.
Ah. God, they're gross.
They're so gross.
They're
Like,
so
like
gross.
I know, like Happenstance is a cool place. Those guys are great. Like they do really cool dances and stuff. Like
I mean,
I'm
yeah,
down
the
with
dance
like
is cool,
the
but
Beetle
geez.
Boys, but do they have to be Beatles?
Do they? Exactly. Thank you. I don't know if
It's
Catori
just-
would know any of this. I'm just going along with it because it makes sense.
Oh yeah, you guys know about Happenstance.
Okay, good.
Happenstance is the town in the Neverglades that you've been invited to. There's an elevator that can take you guys there. We'll definitely see some. We'll see the Beetle Boys or the B Boys.
The B-boys.
The
B-boys.
B-boys. There's
So,
a giant blob of throw up here now. Yeah.
There's a giant blob of throw up and like beetle parts. Like those aren't teeth. They're like the broken shells of the beetle, like jagged and sharp to be like teeth, or like their legs. And it is still just like it is biting at all of you right now.
No.
Like yeah, it's lashing out and biting at you.
I would like to punch
The
it.
plushie is lighting up, or however it tells you that an anomaly is near.
I imagine that its wings go up and down, and its beak opens and closes,
Hell yeah!
and it makes a chirping noise of penguin noise.
All right,
Well-
you had to have Patagon record that. Patagon, what's that sound like?
Oh, that's a good one. Let's see. It's probably like, wee,
Love it.
I love it.
Clip it. When there's an anomaly going on, that's the noise we know.
very good.
Add that to the cards. Anomaly detected.
Let's
All
go.
right, so yeah, it is lashing out at you. I'm not gonna make it attack you guys just yet, so you guys can like get a go on it. But you do see Earl and King pulling out their weapons. Like King, like he's like, I don't know how to use this, and he does like pull the coffin off of his back, and he's like it's the size of like a person his size,
Oh, jeez.
but he's holding it like like you would hold a kite shield
Huh.
because it has a handle.
Yeah.
Oh, King, these two are my edgelord characters. I love them.
They're not wearing enough belts.
Hold on, how many belts are they wearing?
I think one each.
Yeah, it does seem like just one each. No, he's got little belts on his like wrists
Oh.
and his hat.
Not enough.
Okay, look at this belt buckle. He's been to hell a time or two. I fucking guarantee these two have been to hell a time or two. The Undertakers, you kidding me? Alright. So, like, they are going to make an attack on this thing. Let's see how they do. Terrible.
Oh, no.
It goes so bad. Okay. Alright.
Uh-oh.
You guys see King? Like, who he doesn't. Oh, it's a 1 and an 8, everybody. Thankfully, they're not voting for Bobbert or for Craig. You see it expand and envelope King completely.
Oh.
And, like, he's just in there. And it starts to go wild. Because we have an anomaly attacking an anomaly.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
I don't think this is going to end well.
Bunch.
If Ento tries to banish this disgust, is that gonna affect King?
With a 1, I think we gotta like fast forward a little. Like we got like you start to see it goes away. Like the disgust, and this is the grossest thing I could ever say. And we can blame Patagon for saying it's a spirit of disgust. It starts getting into King, going up his nostril. It's like,
No. No.
and just
No, sir.
filling him, and like
Captain,
King is
make
like,
him stop. Make him stop,
on his
Captain.
hands and knees, like dry heaving. Like he's trying to
No.
get it out, but he can't get it out of him.
Oh,
God. So disgusting. I didn't do it. But you guys do see like coming out of like not tears, but like out of his eyes, it is leaking out of
Okay.
him.
Can I provoke it to come to attack me instead, to like remove it from King and get its attention on me?
Oh, for sure. How are you gonna provoke it?
I guess I'm gonna talk trash. I don't know. Like, I don't
trash
know.
to the
can't-
trap.
That's fine. Or you could lean on the fact that you used to be an anomaly. You know, like be a
Okay.
tastier treat for it.
Yeah, I guess. I was just gonna be like,
Yeah, I support you
Yeah.
trash talking though as well.
no, I mean, I don't even know what I'd say. Like, hey, you has been my breakfast. Who do you think you are? I don't know. I got nothing. I'm trash talking barf right now. I don't know.
Give me the roll. Let's see how it works.
Oh shit. All right, let's see. D20, right?
D20. Yeah, it works. Because it's coming at you specifically, out of a large portion of it starts pouring out of King's mouth, and
What?
as it splatters, they become the beetles again, and
No.
are just charging across the ground at you.
Okay, first of all, fuck off. Secondly, I want to establish that on the back of the Patagon plushie, I have stitched with like super amazing skill that is unquestioned because I'm amazing. A clip that makes sure that the Patagon plushie is not about to fall into any barf. Okay, guys, it's safe.
No, I got you.
It's safe.
Attach it to the inside of your shoulder cape. No, you're
Yes,
safe.
it's always protected. Like even if it rains, nope, Patagon plushie is safe. All right, and I guess I'm just gonna whip my caber out and start smashing some beetles.
Oh, for sure. Go ahead and make an attack roll. And with that, I think we also have an opportunity for Ento to banish.
Okay, because now it's out. It's safely. It's all out of King. Grossly.
I don't think it's all out, but most of it's out. And like, so yeah, you bring the caber down on all of the beetles again, and again, disgusting. I need to like. This is the worst Gallagher fucking that we've ever been to, because you're just smashing beetles
brain everywhere. Probably like there's like legs fly, like they're stuck to her caber. But she has a ginger lolly now, so she's not gonna barf anymore. Her stomach is still questioning life, though. Definitely.
All right. So Ento, what's your banishing look like?
That's a good question.
Yeah. Now hear me out. I think Epicac would be very funny.
Neutrally.
I think I would have to agree with you that would be really funny.
Thank you for the fez. Like, I like the fact that I like the idea that like all of his like spells and stuff are just medicine related. So how would you banish a disgusting spirit inside a body? Well, pop.
Yeah, Ento just walks over to King and is like, "All right, come on, open up." I mean, I guess your mouth's already open from. How do I get this in you if things are coming out?
I think it will. Like he stops, he does that. Oh god, oh god, oh god! I need to lay down on the bathroom floor.
All right, just tilt your head back. This is gonna suck. I'm sorry, and he just pours it in.
Give me that 20 cents.
Come out your nose.
Gotta banish the demons out of your body there, boy.
All right, so we got a 10. We have. Oh god, we have a tough choice.
No.
Alright, the tough choice is King is gonna be in a fucking state after this. Like, he is gonna be in no... Like, he won't be able to talk. He's basically gonna be comatose for a while. Or, alternatively, what... Well, let me see what this... Raise the roll by 1. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what the second option would have been. Projectile vomiting.
Yeah, I was hoping it was going to be a sprinkler. Okay, good.
Gross. Alright, so, like, I think... Oh, go ahead.
I would have chosen the projectile.
But we were saved. Like, I think he does just, like, throw it up in the banishing thing. Like, it doesn't land on the ground. You guys just, it vanishes because it's going, like, it, as it's going, you see it, like, turns into, like, the light that is spirits. And then just, like, go back throughout the world. Like, you guys have definitely seeded a bit of disgust into the world now. But, you know, at least it's not in King anymore.
Well, I mean, so the way banish works is it banishes a nearby spirit creature to a random shadow plane for the next hour. I don't know its destination, but when its imprisonment is up, it reappears at its previous location.
Oh, that's gonna be real bad.
Yeah.
So is this place just gonna be covered in dead beetles and vomit?
An hour from now, yes.
Oh, gross. But my caber is clean, is what you're saying.
Yeah, all went away. It doesn't
Perfect.
even smell here anymore.
Nice. Let's get out of here. Let's just take this. Let's take this chat on the road. Let's walk and talk.
Patagon.
Yes.
Oh, Patagon and Royce, can you two both give me a roll real quick? Oh, natural 20 from Royce. 16 from Patagon too, which would have been enough, but that 20 though.
You're welcome, Krieg.
Oh yeah, Craig gets a vote. So, you guys see where he banished it has left behind a bit of an anomaly. You know that like that door is still open, but you guys could close it so that like when it tries to come back, it's just gonna hit a wall.
That's a better plan.
We should close that, right? We don't want to leave anything behind.
Yeah. No, we don't want the barf beetles to come back.
Wherever they're coming from, I don't even want to know.
Yeah, No, thank you.
Alright, Catori, you gonna seal it shut?
Yes, sir.
I don't think this 20-sider is not for whether you succeed or not.
Okay.
Like, you're going to succeed, but I still do need that 20-sider.
Of course you do.
Of course I do.
I have no
you
questions.
want opportunities to
No.
vote for Creek? Look at that, it's a 19. Alright, everybody in the crew, if you knew Catori before, you were going to regain a memory of Catori training you. What was it? What did you specifically remember? You didn't all just suddenly remember a different memory, like the same memory. You each are starting to remember Catori, because every time Catori seals an anomaly, it's like absolutely like this is like that thing is locked up forever. We will not be seeing the vomit beast ever again, hopefully.
And good riddance.
It's going to be wild because everybody's just like back at the Silver Thimble, like working on whatever they're working on, like studying the dream crystals, and then all of a sudden it's just like, hey, you remember that time Catori did X or brought us cookies or like. And you see King looks up and he's just like, Catori? You're like. Oh, he stands to his feet now that he's like, oh, that hit hard, man. Oh. And it's just like, because now King remembers old, like, Catori. Like, the small, he's like, you've grown?
Oh, so... Wait, is he king or the ferryman, though? Right now?
He is the ferryman. Like, I just wanted to, like, keep calling... But, yeah, we'll call him the ferryman.
Okay. Yeah, I got a little... I changed a little bit. Yep. That's what this place does to you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He was the riverman. I'm sorry. I keep
The
calling him
riverman,
the
that's
ferryman.
right.
Yeah, he's the riverman.
Does he remember being the oh shoot, what was he called? The quarryman.
He
Does
does,
he remember
like
that?
he does remember being the quarryman. He's just like, why does this keep happening to me?
Oh. It's this place, my man. It's this place.
Where are we? And who is he? Is he me? Like pointing at Earl.
Allow me to explain this to you as simply as I can. There are multiple places of existence, right?
Yeah, like the rifts. Like, is that what that thing just came out of?
Not exactly, but yes, but no. But you see, all these multiple places of existence, it kind of all smashed together. And so now things are different but the same.
Have you all... Is Tincture still around? What happened to the Nomad Otters?
The otters are, I don't know a lot about the otters.
What you guys would know, and you probably could put the pieces together already, that the otters became, they mixed with the blue mice of Lullaby, like of the seasonings world. they mixed with those mice and became the blue otters that deliver mail
Oh, right.
and make very nice silver jewelry.
The otters are blue, and they deliver mail for people now.
Huh? Earl's just like, hey, what?
We'll be right with you, Earl.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so basically what I'm assuming happened to you is you either A, got ripped apart and then put back together weirdly, or you just got fragmented into... And I just gestured at Earl and him.
Oh, well. And this is where we actually get Ento's diagnose finally finishes, other than the 4. The fact that the ferryman, the riverman, is existing at the same time as Earl is causing a ridiculous amount of anomaly. Like, because he's here, it's becoming anomalous. Like,
It's rubbing the vibes the wrong way.
It's rubbing the vibes wrong. Like, the world is trying to correct itself, but you have to do something about this. Either, like, in his current state, if he keeps existing, the world is going to keep getting weirder around him.
So where's King, though? Like, are we saying that the Riverman is replacing King in this world?
The Riverman, is replacing King, yeah.
Okay.
But, the world wants to remember King. It doesn't want to remember the Riverman.
Oh. So is this a situation where the Riverman has to make a choice?
I think
Catori had to?
Yeah.
He's just like, the Riverman looks over at Earl, and he's just like, you see the Riverman trying to, the Riverman's confused that he's not 20 feet tall or 8 inches tall, he's 10 feet tall, or 9 and some change, the exact middle ground between 8 inches and 20 feet. I guess it wouldn't be 11 and some change. 10 and some change. Anyway, whatever it is. He's just like, I would like my full body back. And Earl's just like, I would rather... What? No.
Earl, I don't think he's your brother anymore. I think this world has changed him.
So if the Riverman stays in this world in any form, are things going to continue to get weird?
I don't know. Let me ask you guys. Do you think there's a way to fix it without combining them back into one being?
Well, what I'm thinking is maybe we could use a seam ripper to separate them and make them 2 separate entities again.
Or is that more of a surgical thing because it's 2 bodies, two peoples?
Well, I think you all have to look at it a little differently. It's moreover that the Riverman personality is overlaying on top of the personality and memories of everything that makes King King. So it's not 2 separate bodies, but it's more one being changed.
Kind of what I picture it is when you're trying to tune a station or something, and you get that fuzzy half picture.
Yeah.
Okay, that does make sense.
My only solution to not merging them together, would be to somehow, in a way, isolate him and his frequency from the world.
Are
But
you suggesting banishment?
no, more.
Could we find another vessel for the Rivermen?
Oh, we already know somebody building a vessel, don't we?
Oh,
Maybe there's another body that could be a suitable host.
Sorry, Tarkus. Bad news. Your body's on hold for a little bit longer.
oh no.
I mean, I could try and make a body for him, but I'm more like thinking of somehow making his resonance a hidden note in the fabric of the rest of the world.
But what would that do to him?
Really, it would just, in a way, stabilize him. He'd have to find the perfect mix of King and himself, and then make that resonance blend into the background, essentially, so the world doesn't reject him.
Oh, that's really... I support that idea for sure. I think right as you do that, you start to hear the music from the, and we met them before, what was their name?
In other terms, I'm using what musicians term as like hidden chords and such, where they're not actually being played, but you can hear them in your ear.
Ah, it's like jazz. Compositionally rickety, but...
No.
You know, you can't set up a good jazz joke and then not, like, give it to me.
And all that.
But yeah, I understand. I do believe I understand, like, the undertone.
Yeah. Akana's got it right in chat, like the harmonics. If you play certain harmonies together, they can produce a like ghost tone or harmony where it isn't actually being played, but
Those notes.
your ear and brain kind of hear it.
For sure. The Riverman looks over at Earl and he's just like, he shrugs, is like, they know more about this than I do. And Earl's just like, am I gonna get my brother back?
Yes and no.
You know, he's still your quote-unquote brother, but you might have to treat him more like a brand new friend.
Are we still gonna be the dynamic tag team duo that is the Undertakers?
I mean, that's up to both of you.
Would you like to start a new wrestling career?
Riverman's just like, I mean, we're sure that Tincture doesn't exist anymore. Do the otters need my aid? Also, there's a lot of Onis around here, and he's like looking around at all the people like looking at you through the like their doorways.
They're nice people, I swear.
Yeah, I mean, there were only like 4 of us in the last world. And one of them was a dick.
Yeah.
Very true.
I'm sure you will find at least one more that is a dick here, but for the most part, they're good people.
Hey, you might even find somebody that you like. Hey.
And I mean, it might not be 100% tincture. The otters of this world do, have a pretty strict code of conduct and how they do their business. So I'm sure they would love for someone to assist them.
He nods, he's just like, let's do this. Where do we need to go? And like, you guys start hearing like cerulean song shaper like playing on his like 30-stringed sitar again. He's like, did I hear mention of hidden notes or the ghost notes?
You know of them?
We all know of the ghost note. Like, it's like, oh, come on in. It's like I wouldn't be much of a song shaper if I didn't know about hidden notes.
Ooh, song shaper.
This is Cerulean Songshaper. We did meet him in the last time we were in Delve. Their entire place is full of like the most bizarre musical instruments. Like, they don't have theremins because this is like a fully acoustic situation.
Does he have a
but-
hurdy-gurdy?
Oh, he's got a hurdy-gurdy for sure, and I hate it.
Well, that's what we're gonna use.
I am so mad at hurdy. Oh, fuck you.
He's the hurdy-gurdy man.
Oh,
Hurdy
no.
gurdy, my favorite musical instrument.
He looks at the four of you. He like looks them over. He's just like, "Do we have a tone I need to that we should match?" He looks at Patagon. You seem musically inclined. Is there a tone that we're looking for?
Yes, there certainly is. And then to pull out the tuning fork that he was using the previous night to help Tarkus with the same like similar resonance at the thimble. So it should be right around here. So he just taps it lightly on the table and is like,
He's like, follows. He's just like, "Are any of you musically inclined? Could you pick up an instrument, hum, whistle, anything?"
I can certainly whistle.
Absolutely good. And Catori and Ento, how are you two gonna help this situation?
I can try. That's how I can help. I can try.
For sure. Ento, are
So-
you musically inclined?
I'm gonna say yes, because that's another thing that would have disappointed his family.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, sick.
Like he knows how to play the violin.
Amel's out there just like, yeah, fucking Ento knew how to play the violin. I know how to play the sick-ass guitar.
I feel like Ento's entire thing is it's not that he disappoints them. It's just that all his siblings are more outgoing than him.
I can't wait till we see those fucking, like, the wobbling of siblings again. I know what they're up to, and I'm very excited about it. Alright, so all four of you give me a 20-sider. A 3 and a 6. 17's good. And then a 6. So, Catori, what is going wrong with this, and how do you fix it?
Oh no. Okay. What instruction does the oh, I forgot what this person called themselves. The
Cerulean song shaper.
song shaper.
Song
What
shaper, yeah.
kind of instruction do they give us?
I think it's the most basic. Like, they just assume that you guys, like, they assume that everybody else has as much musical knowledge as they do. That is, like, their, like, fault.
Okay. I
So
think
they're
that
just like, okay, just follow what, like, keep the tone. Like, you guys know how this goes. Despite the fact it's the first time this song has ever been played.
Oh,
Perfect.
I'm gonna use a card,
oh,
so it's just out. I don't have to look at it anymore.
There we go. All right, Catori.
okay.
Like, how do you fix it? But not just fix it. You fix it perfectly.
Okay, so it's actually something just as simple as like we were like 3, 2, 1, like we were counting in, but like some people started on 1 and some of us thought it was 3, 2, 1 and then go. So we're all just like one tiny second off of one another and And I'm just like flailing, trying to get everyone's attention that we have to like watch each other, be in tune with each other. And we fix it like immediately. Like it's just, we click. Yeah.
Can Catori be holding a sewing needle doing like conductor baton stuff?
Yes, she totally can.
Love it. So yeah, you guys see the Riverman like start to turn back to King. Like his eyes go back to like the grumpy King. And he looks around and he's just like, "What's going on? Why are you guys playing a dumb song? Where's my coffin?" And he like looks over at Earl. He's like, "When did we get back to Delve? The last thing I remember, we were walking through the forest."
Oh, look, Grumpy Gus is back.
Oh.
Hi.
It's the Chatterbox.
I'm your favorite, you know.
Hello, King.
Hello.
None of this is answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
You have a condition, King. It's you've got a separate personality.
It's like,
But not in like a you're crazy kind of way.
I mean,
It
kind
kind
of
of sounded
crazy.
like you just said that I was crazy.
No. I mean, you're grumpy, but you're not. You know.
It's Catori sort of leans over and whispers to Royce, "It's because he's so grumpy and probably really constipated."
Yeah.
You
that's
need a
probably it.
laxative.
Maybe.
I have
I
a
mean-
laxative.
I would take one just in case.
Okay, here you
I
go.
really do feel like I ate something terrible recently.
Don't linger on the taste.
Here's a lollipop.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, eat that.
He pops it in his mouth, and you guys see Earl like run over to King, and he's just like, "I'm so happy that you're back." And they do the forearm like handshake stuff, and like he brings him in for a hug, and then you guys just see him as he becomes the Riverman again.
What's happening? What?
But both of them together are the Rivermen.
Oh man, they just fusion danced.
Okay.
For the
So-
record, now they will be able to go back and forth. Because if you guys got a 20, I was like telling myself we would allow the Rivermen and Earl and King to exist.
High fives, everybody. We did it.
All right, I guess.
And the Riverman's just like, the Riverman's 20 feet tall again, for the record.
Oh dear.
He's way too big. As he like,
We should-
he's hunched. He's like,
We should go.
hi guys.
Hi, let's go outside.
Yeah, we don't want to
I
impose.
don't know
can't-
if he fits through the door anymore.
Yeah, can you go sideways, kind of like inchworm your way out? How does this work?
He's like, I can crawl out. I can crawl. Oh, no, he's like, wait, hold on. And he turns himself into 8 inches tall.
Oh,
Right.
that's right. I forgot. Okay.
He just hops on Katori's shoulder.
Okay, come on, let's go.
It's like, all right, lead on.
Huzzah.
Thank you, by
And,
the way. It's really.
Oh, I've never been part of creating a person before. No children, you understand.
Right.
I
As
mean, I
a
guess
father
other than mom.
myself, it's quite a thing.
It does seem fantastic. It's a shame that they have their own names already. I would have liked to name them.
Mm.
But,
I mean, you could give them
you know.
nicknames.
Oh, I don't think it's like, I'm just gonna call them baby and boy.
You know what? That works perfectly.
Mm-hmm.
And like you guys can like walk out, and like a lot of the people around the town are like looking around, like very confused about all of the happenings today. And like your anomaly detector is not picking up any more like anomalies. But the Riverman's just like, I have both of their memories.
Interesting. So
Yeah.
what do you know?
They were walking through these woods, dark woods. They had some spell to make a golden pathway for them. And just at the edge of it, I was hit by the strongest scent of citrus.
Oh.
And then King blacked out, and I started remembering.
Huh.
Those damn birds.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to change this fucking screen. There we are.
On my way out, I gave our new friend that helped us a muffin, and I was like, "Thank you very much. Thank you for all the help. Here, have a muffin. Bye."
What flavor is it? I'm allergic to banana.
It's blueberry. Don't worry.
Fuck yeah.
It was actually banana.
Oh no!
No, it's not.
Worth it!
It's actually blue.
It was a blue banana.
Oh no.
Fuck. Why are you guys doing this?
Why? I'm not allergic to blue bananas.
Aha, loophole!
I can eat all the blue bananas. Why do we keep making blue fruit?
It's Can I name the blue banana? Can I name it?
Yeah, absolutely. What's the name of a blue banana?
It's called a wraith plantain.
A wraith plantain. All right, love it, love it.
Is it native to a certain town further to the west?
I do believe it is.
Beautiful.
Look at that lore, everybody.
So yeah, with that, like, you guys can definitely link together the fact that the dream crystals exist are causing other anomalies to expand, like, ridiculously. Like, because he's existed for years. Like, he's been alive all this time, and even with you guys in the world, it didn't affect him. But only now, it's becoming a problem.
That's bad news bears.
Yeah, if I can destabilize, otherwise imbalanced systems, that could be bad.
We need to get rid of the dream crystals.
With even more urgency than we already had.
It's like, I'm sure that's quite a thing. Does the silver thimble still exist then, if you're all here?
Would you like to come see it?
I don't have any other place except for this. What do you know about wrestling?
Royce's eyes light up. Oh. Did you
It's
say
just like-
wrestling?
He reaches into his coat pocket and pulls out a flyer. It's just like, yeah. And like, it is the flyer for the wrestling event that is happening in Dyad at the end of the month.
Come, my friend, we have much to speak about.
It's like, all right. And 1 second. With that, I think we just go back to Catori's room, as we all are like this. Oh, and tiny little, because he can't be 20 feet tall in Catori's room.
No, please don't. You'll knock down all my adorable little things. All my tchotchkes everywhere.
If I recall, I think I made the walls and ceiling and all that extremely durable. So he would just hurt himself, I think.
Yeah,
He'll
you just like.
he'll knock down my stuff, my post-its and my
And then he gets a concussion.
Just
And I don't
it's
want
best
that.
to be like,
He stands up, splits into two. At any point, he can become the
No.
other two. Just so you know
Oh,
that
God.
they are fine and exist.
okay,
Like,
hold
when he
on. I
needs to be-
don't want
Right.
King in my room. I don't.
That's okay. That's why you got the Riverman. You got
He's
itty bitty
grumpy.
Riverman.
Okay, itty bitty Riverman.
Tori's like, I don't need those vibes here.
I don't need. I got enough vibes of my own. Like, and I'm not trying to be doing that.
Catori, when you guys come back, you see people waving to you. People that have been like have not remembered you. You see them like with a spark of recognition in their eyes. And like not just the crew, but like Noelle from the Diving Bell, like says, "It's like, oh, we'll be seeing you in the bar later." As she waves hello to you, and like the Riverman's just like, "Oh shit, Noelle!" And she's fucking loses her mind. There's a whole like a lot of hugs between the Riverman and Noelle, as she is one of the remaining otters that he knew.
Oh,
yeah,
there's good feels.
And like the world is remembering Catori. And with that, Lost in the Echo is done. I'll do the recap real quick. Important things that we learned this episode. Catori, Royce, Ento, and Patagon have begun building things for like stitching anomalies together. Like you guys have like really nailed it on nailed it. We know Ento has a bunch of surgery stuff specifically for like people that are anomalous. Didn't need to use it today, but well, he epicacked Oni, so I guess that happened. But we have like they have U-shaped hooks. They have things that hold the anomalies open or hold them still at least, which implies that certain anomalies other than alive ones move, which I don't like that. I'm scared of that idea. We have a Patagon-shaped anomaly detector.
Could we consider that it's not that so much that they move, but maybe that they undulate a little too much to stitch shut?
Okay. Like, they vibrate. Yeah, that fits with everything we're doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Oof.
Less moving.
Less moving. All right.
You feel better now.
Right. And then we went to Delve, and shit was like getting weird for them in Delve. Gorman, the blacksmith, could not Forge Heart could not get like his smithing right. So in the process of helping them, you guys realized that there were like spirits that were like caught up in anomalies that were just like going rogue. Royce made an amazing hammer. Catori convinced the suit of armor to stomp on the ground that like a hammer for some reason, because that's what it was. And they managed to get everything back put together. We know that was Tarkus's body. It didn't look like that. It looks much better. It looks much better than that. But it will also have an upgrade to it based on what you guys did today. We'll talk about that later, Tarkus. Don't worry. Then you guys saw Earl and King. King was switching back and forth, had started to become the Riverman from the liminal plane, because Earl and King are just two parts of the Riverman. And you guys instead of banishing King and Earl, or instead of banishing the Riverman, you decided to create a hidden note. So now instead of one NPC, instead of one or two NPCs, he's three separate NPCs in one body, which is wild. Which again goes to the whole music thing and keeps the stitching and the music, and I love it. I love when we stay on theme, everybody. And we know that anomalies are only going to be getting worse on the seasonal side. And if the Dream Worm gets to other sides before you guys start stopping that stuff, it's gonna be real bad. So there we are, and that is the game, end of the game, Lost in the Echoes. I had a lot of fun. I hope you all had a lot of fun, or any fun. I don't mind. You don't need to have as much fun as me. That's fine. I understand.
A little fun.
I'm psyched for the Rivermen. That's really cool.
I'm pumped as long as the remaining games do not contain barf beetles.
I would like them to not include it turns out barf beetles.
No!
That's what Ro did. I'm sorry.
Ro.
It's a giant It's a giant monster that is nonstop vomiting. That's what he wrote right there. It's really gross. I don't know why he did it like that, but you be you.
I need help to escape this.
I just don't want.
You know, we can all blame Patagon.
I had to pull an emotion. There's not a lot of good ones here. So.
No, well, you found the place to type. You played the card at the exact moment Catori said, "I don't want to see them," and then it said, "It is coming," and therefore. Alright, so thank you guys so much. Tomorrow we are playing Wolf, and if you don't realize that is a midnight-based game, then I might have dropped the ball somewhere. And then on Wednesday, we are playing Wicked Ways, which is the return of Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad.
Tomb Squad. With t-shirts.
Alright, so with that, we're gonna wrap here, and we will see you guys tomorrow for Wolf. Bye forever!
Thank you guys so much for playing. Thank you
Bye,
guys
good
in the
night.
chat. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.